Hey guys, how are we doing today? My name is George and welcome back to a brand new video. And for this video is going to be this Swindon Town criminal on my channel, guys. Yes, we are back, and we do, as you see here, first start off with is we actually sign a youth player from our youth academy, obviously. He's got a showing great potential. He's 61 overall, looks pretty good, but obviously he won't be getting into the first team for quite a while because I'll be training the majority of my players. But our first game of today's episode is going to be against Spurs at White Hart Lane, obviously, because we were away, as you can see there. And this is the episode where I actually bump it up to legendary after this game, because, you know, just basically that's just what I wanted to do, and I feel like I've kind of become a better FIFA player in a way that I think I could be good enough to play on legendary. I know I should have really been doing this from the start, but I haven't been, and we are going to be going on legendary after this game. So we are sat 4th, I believe, and there's I can't remember. It's either 5th or 4th. Like you did see the table on the screen anyway. But they got a good team, Spurs, obviously. So it's going to be one of those games where are we going to be able to pick up a victory? Now, obviously, we've obviously done quite well this season so far. Obviously, the start of the season, but of course, you know, my aim was always to get top 5. I still think we can do that, and we do get a chance here, and we do score it with Joel Osoro inside 10 minutes. A very, very good finish from Joel Osoro. It was quite funny, actually, because I remember saying, like especially when he was in the Championship, I said I wanted to sell Joel Osoro because he wasn't really scoring the goals, but he's been, you know, banging in some pretty decent goals, and he's obviously our main striker. Obviously, we got Manaj, but I don't know. Like, for the games I play with him at the moment, you know, he's only really there for rotation, to be honest with you. If basically Osoro's injured, basically, or if he's tired or whatever. But you'll see here Spurs get on the attack, and I believe that was Janssen actually takes a shot there, but goes over the bar. Once again, we're just going to try and play it around, but we do get intercepted by Vincent Janssen. Basically goes past Kappa, he goes through, takes a shot, goes past the post again. So really, Spurs should be level in this game already. They've had some really, really good opportunities. First 2 really good chances, really, and both been off the target. But you see here, they do get a corner, but Svila makes a good save to still keep it at 1-0. But then Spurs, once again, would just keep trying to attack us, obviously, because they are 1-0 down. And, you know, Eric Dyer gets the ball here to find Ben Davis. Ben Davis is going to be looking down left, the right, left-hand side, obviously. Gives the ball to Vincent Janssen. Janssen finds Dele Alli, finds Musa Sissoko, takes a shot, but it's a very, very good save by Svila to still keep it at 1-0, and that's how the game finished at half-time. So 1-0 at half-time. Spurs were very, very dominant. They should be leading in this game, to be honest with you, because they've had some really, really good chances. Obviously, they've had 2 decent chances, both went wide of the post. Svila made a couple of good saves to still keep it at 1-0, and it's good for me, really, because I do need my goalkeepers to come up clutch, to be honest, because, you know, it's obviously it's like a weird season for me, because obviously I'm kind of aiming too high, in my opinion, but I kind of want to get Swindon in maybe the Champions League. I mean, the Europa League I'll be happy with as well, but we do get a chance there. Alfonso Mendes takes a shot, obviously our scout future star, 5-star, remember, and hits the ball straight at the goalkeeper. But then we go on the attack in the 85th minute. Spurs are putting all their men forward, and Manaj plays it to Marcos Edwards, obviously a former Tottenham youth player, and he scores against them at White Hart Lane. Now, I was going to do the respect celebration, but I forgot how to do it when I scored. I thought, oh shit, how do I do it? Quick, but obviously I didn't do it, and we do win 2-0 away against Spurs. And this is the reason why I wanted to bump up as legendary, because I feel like it'd be more of a challenge for me, and you know, when we go against bigger teams, it means something more than just, oh, I just beat Spurs on world class. You know what I mean? Because I've been playing on world class for a very, very long time on FIFA, and I feel like bumping up as legendary would give it a vague idea. So our next game is going to be against Southampton at home, on legendary. So the first game on legendary, you obviously got Charlie Austin up front. I was actually going to consider bringing Charlie Austin in in the Premier League, but I just feel like his wages are too high and it's not really worth the money, because the money we've got at the start of the season, I don't think we would have or could have afforded him anyway. So it didn't really matter too much that we didn't go for him. But I would like to get him in for maybe 1 season, but I don't know. It's just more of like a thing where obviously Charlie Austin come through and made his breakthrough at Swindon Town. So 8 games in, we sat 4th place with 16 points. So not a bad start to the season. 8 games in, I would take any result against Southampton here, because obviously I didn't really know what to think of going into Legendary. I didn't really know, but you see the game as it pans out, and yeah. So Southampton's teams, it's an okayish team, nothing to set a world alight. I think they got that Traore, that like 6'8" striker up front, which is quite weird to see, to be honest. But Southampton get the first chance. They swing the ball in, but Swindon, obviously, it's just an easy catch for him, really. But we try to go on the break here, but we do lose the ball out stupidly in midfield. Find Charlie Austin to Holberg, but it was a very, very good save by Svila once again to keep us at 0-0. It was actually quite a boring game, to be honest, the first half. When I bumped up as Legendary, I was expecting a little bit more. It was just hard to break Southampton down. And to be honest with you, I was very, very salty in this game, because I've just come on to Legendary, and I was just moaning all game. I was moaning all the time, and the reason why I was doing that is because I wasn't like creating like I normally do, and it was just I was just a little bit salty, you know. I do write comments and all that stuff when I play the games and stuff like that. And looking back at what I've said, like, it's just actually disgusting on how bad I've actually said stuff. I don't know why, I thought I'd let you know, but Sean Murray goes down with an injury here. I think he's going to be out for quite a long time. You'll see after the game on how long he's out for. I can't quite remember, actually. But Emery Moore gets the ball here, swings the ball in. Unfortunately, they do get it away, but only as far as Korzic. Korzic basically takes a shot, because I just felt like I said, I had no shots on target in the whole game. Southampton's had 6. And I just couldn't get an opportunity, so I decided to just try and just shoot there, see what happens. But in the 80th minute, Rico gets the ball here, but only as far as the midfielder from Southampton, and they do go and punish us to make it 1-0. And yeah, I was a bit annoyed, because like I wasn't really playing the way I normally play, and I don't know, like I was just a bit annoyed this game, because I was like, oh, this is really, really stupid. Like, I don't want to play Legendary anymore. This is so stupid. Like, I hate this game. I don't want to play Legendary. It's too difficult for me. So we do lose 1-0. And then we actually bump it down to World Class next game. But then the game after that, which is next episode, I play on Legendary against Arsenal. That's our first game of the next episode is going to be against Arsenal on Legendary. Because I felt like, you know what? Like, if, we're in the Premier League, we're going to be losing games and stuff like that, so it's just one of those things. But Sean Murray's out for 7 months with an ACL injury, so we're going to have to look for a midfielder in January, because we do need one. And then Denswill's out for 7 days, but I believe he actually plays the next game. I'm not too sure though, but I'm pretty certain he was fit enough to play for next game. And as you see here, we do sign this Tobias Lufswig, I think, in eventually, because he looks pretty good in my opinion. And yeah, that's the that's the thing, I guess. So we go into this game against West Brom. I didn't want to change it from World Class, because obviously I was very, very salty losing against Southampton the way I did, because I felt like a 0-0 draw I would have taken it, and I probably would have played Legendary in this game. So we do play on World Class in this game, but I think it's after this game we play on Legendary for the rest of the season, because the majority of games I've played, I've been playing on Legendary. So this is the last game on World Class, and then from the next episode onwards, it's going to be on Legendary. So, because, I'm going to be losing games, and I'm going to be drawing games, and I'm going to be winning games, hopefully, on Legendary. So, I think I was just a bit annoyed that I lost that game, and I thought, I'm not playing Legendary anymore. But then, I think this was the last game I played, and then I kind of just took a break from FIFA, and I come back to it, and I thought, you know what, let's play on Legendary and see what happens, because obviously we're sat 4th place still. We have lost 3 games in 9, so it's still not a bad record. But considering we have played mostly on World Class, but like I said, after this game we will be playing on Legendary, because that's what I want to do, and I feel like it's just a little bit better to really say, in my opinion. But yeah, West Brom's team looks okay in a way. Just looks okay. Nothing really to set a world like. Tony Pulis as manager. I didn't really know anyone in particular that was going to be a threat to us, so we are playing at the Hawthorns. Obviously, West Brom was my FIFA 16 career mode I'd done, and a lot of people actually enjoyed that, and I do appreciate anyone who stuck around to watch that. I do appreciate it. I really enjoyed playing that career mode. But we do make it 1-0 though. Joel Osoro getting the goal. Once again, popping up with the goal there, which is good for him because he's our main striker, and I'm going to just continuously train him because I feel like he's going to be a very, very good striker for me anyway. I've kind of got used to it. Like I've kind of got used to how he plays and stuff like that. Obviously, he's not going to score every game, but we do make it 2-0 though. I think that was Korzic getting the second goal, I believe, and it was, so good for him. 2-0 against West Brom, and this is the reason why I wanted to bump it up as legendary as well, because I was, 2-0 up against West Brom. I struggled against Southampton. I know it was on legendary, but still, like, if I play like I normally play and not let the AI get like that frustrating to play against, then eventually I'm going to be able to crave chances out, because I think on legendary you've got to kind of keep possession a little bit more. You can't always attack every single attack. You've got to kind of like build it up a little bit, make the space, and I think that's what I didn't do in that Southampton game, because I just thought, for me, basically I was playing on world class a lot, and obviously I just like to attack all the time, and I don't really care if I just, I don't know. But you see here, my game catcher kind of goes on a little bit of a weird little bit there for just a second. I do apologise. That does happen on most of my capture card, but it's not as bad as I believe the gameplay is still good enough to watch in the end anyway. So sometimes it does happen, sometimes it doesn't. But that was a freak occurrence in my opinion. But like I was saying, like I said, world class. I've been so used to been playing it, and yeah. So Rico does get sent off here because he does get a second yellow, and I was a bit annoyed actually because I didn't think it was a second yellow in my opinion. Like, I know I didn't really get the ball or anything, but I know it was an off the ball incident, but I didn't think it was worthy of a red card. Well, basically a second yellow, but whatever. Rico will be suspended for the next game against Arsenal, which is one of those things, but that's going to be in the next episode. Menage though makes it 3-0, and that is how the game ends, guys. So I was very, very happy with that. So yeah, so next episode, like I said, will be legendary gameplay for the rest of the just the rest of the career mode. So we do win 3-0. Once again, my capture card's playing up. I do apologise. It was one of those things. I do apologise, like I said. So yeah, like I said, it doesn't happen all the time, but it sometimes does happen. But I didn't actually, I didn't realise it until I started editing the video. So I do apologise. I didn't obviously notice it when I played the game. So yeah, 3-0 victory. Menage, Korzic, and Osoro getting the goals, which I was quite happy with. And yeah, so this is going to be the end of the episode, guys. This is going to be a squad report, so you guys can have a look. Feel free to pause the video if you want to have a look at any specific players individually. Then you can do. I do not mind. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate any support on the video. Make sure to leave a like as well. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. And obviously, I wouldn't mind doing some more Ultimate Team stuff. If you guys want to see it, let me know in the comments of what you want to see, if any Ultimate Team stuff as well. Because I have been playing it for quite a lot. And yeah, I do actually add Jardine to the transfer list, I believe, because I didn't really want him at the club anymore. Not really my type of player. I know he's got some very, very good potential, but I just didn't really like him at all in this game. And yeah, I think he was our first ever youth signing, like our first scout future star, and I just didn't like him. So I'm going to be selling him in January, hopefully. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. See you guys very, very soon. So, guys, have a good day, and goodbye.